Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into a really profound and honestly, a deeply healing paradox. We're exploring the idea that you can find immense, unshakable strength, not through force, but through absolute softness. We're talking about the ancient Chinese internal martial art of Tai Chi Chuan. Now, you've probably seen it, right? It's that beautiful slow-motion exercise people do in the park. But at its core, it is literally meditation in motion. The name itself translates to the supreme polarity, which is all about finding that perfect balance of complementary forces, the yin and the yang. And as we're going to see today, it's exactly this balance that makes it such a powerful yet incredibly gentle tool for healing emotional, psychological, and physical trauma.
There's an old Tai Chi proverb that goes, "It is not strength that wins, but the softness that persists." And honestly, that perfectly captures the whole empathetic, gentle theme of our explainer today. Because think about it, when we're dealing with deep emotional wounds, our first instinct is usually to fight, to brace ourselves, or to try and just force our way through the pain. But Tai Chi, it teaches us to overcome that resistance by moving like flowing water. It's all about persisting with grace.
All right, let's get into Section 1, the disconnection. Before we can really grasp how Tai Chi heals, we have to talk about what trauma actually does to us. At its core, trauma is a lasting, almost echo-like response to a completely overwhelming event. It was simply too much for your mind and body to process in that moment. And it affects your body, your mind, well, your entire emotional state, really. And we have to validate right here and now. There is absolutely no right way to react or feel. For some people, it manifests as persistent anxiety or hypervigilance. For others, it's difficulty trusting, intrusive memories, or just this profound sense of detachment. Every single person processes these difficult experiences differently.
Now, what's incredibly fascinating is the literal footprint trauma leaves on the body. We're talking chronic muscle tension, short and shallow breathing, and a closed-off defensive posture. It can actually make you feel numb or completely disconnected from your own limbs. But when we look at the foundations of Tai Chi, they perfectly counter those exact symptoms. It takes that chronic tension and replaces it with active relaxation. It swaps out shallow breathing for deep, diaphragmatic breath. And it replaces a defensive, unstable posture with rooting and stability. It's essentially the perfect somatic counterbalance.
Moving right along to Section 2, Bridges to Relief.
So while Tai Chi obviously wasn't originally invented as a modern trauma therapy, its core elements naturally dismantle those trauma symptoms. Let's look at 5 specific ways this ancient practice bridges the gap from disconnection right back to relief. First up, breathing regulation. Tai Chi relies on deep, slow abdominal breaths. And this isn't just about getting oxygen, it is a biological hack. Consciously slowing your breath directly activates your parasympathetic nervous system. That's the part of your body responsible for telling you, hey, you're safe, you can calm down now. By doing this repeatedly, you are literally lowering your daily baseline of tension and anxiety.
The second bridge is safe bodily reconnection. You know, for someone who has experienced trauma, their own body can feel like a really scary, unpredictable place to be. Tai Chi offers a profoundly gentle way to reclaim that physical space. It's completely non-invasive, there are no sudden movements, no forced physical contact with anyone else. It just gently guides you back into your own skin, entirely at your own pace. The third bridge is predictability. Trauma has a way of stripping away our feeling of control, right? It leaves us hypervigilant, basically just waiting for the next bad thing to happen. But the structured, repetitive nature of Tai Chi movements provides a highly reassuring sense of safety. You know exactly what movement is coming next. And the crucial point here is that this predictability allows your nervous system to finally stand down and realize that you are in command.
Fourth, we have mindfulness. Because Tai Chi requires your continuous, undivided focus on your movement, balance, and breath, it acts as a massive anchor. By moving continuously, again, like water, it pulls your mind entirely into the present moment. It gently forces you to step away from ruminating on the painful past or dreading the anxieties of the future. You are just right here, right now.
And the fifth bridge is gradual strengthening. As you practice, yes, you're physically improving your posture, balance, and joint mobility. But more importantly for trauma relief, you are slowly, layer by layer, melting away that accumulated, chronic defensive muscle tension we carry around for years. You are, quite literally, unbracing your body. Which brings us to Section 3, Practical First Steps.
Okay, let's dive into this. Understanding the theory is great, but actually experiencing it is where the real magic happens. Before we jump into some beginner-friendly movements you can do right in your living room, let's quickly lay down 6 core ground rules. First, conscious slowness. This allows your attention to follow every single gesture. Second, your breath must be natural. Never, ever force it. Third, seek rooting so you feel connected to the ground. Fourth, practice active relaxation. Let go of that unnecessary tension in your jaw and your shoulders. Fifth, maintain flowing continuity, moving without sudden pauses, like a current of water. And above all else, respect your own pace. Do not compare yourself to anyone else.
All right, here's our first practice, rooted breathing. This takes maybe 5 minutes. Actually, imagine doing this with me right now. You just stand simply, feet shoulder-width apart, arms loose, knees just slightly bent. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. And then inhale, very slowly through your nose, feeling your abdomen expand. And then exhale, even slower through your mouth, feeling the entire weight of your body sink right down into your feet. You just do this without rushing, letting the slowness completely wash over you.
Next up is a fundamental, centuries-old traditional posture called Zhanzhuang, or embracing the tree. It is honestly mind-blowing to realize people have been finding peace in this exact stance for hundreds of years. You keep that same gentle stance we just talked about, but you raise your arms to chest level, curving them like you're hugging a massive, ancient tree trunk. Your palms face inward, fingers are nice and relaxed, and you simply hold this posture and breathe for 3 to 5 minutes. This brilliantly illustrates how a completely static, totally still posture can build an incredible sense of rooting, presence, and profound safety.
For our third practice, we introduce movement, yun shou, or cloud hands. While keeping those knees slightly bent, you slowly shift your weight from one leg to the other. As you shift, your hands move in gentle, continuous circles in front of your body, literally as if you're effortlessly drawing clouds in the air. You just follow the movement of your hands with your eyes and your breath. This specific fluid motion is super famous in Tai Chi because it has this immediate, incredibly calming effect on an overstimulated nervous system.
Now for the closing silence. After any sequence, whether you did it for 5 minutes or 50 minutes, you must stop, stand still, and simply observe. Do not skip this. This pause in silence is vital. It's the moment where you allow your mind and your body to consolidate all those calming effects you've just generated. You just stand there and notice how different your body actually feels.
Finally, Section 4, routine and professional support.
To safely integrate this practice into your actual day-to-day life, you need a routine. 5 to 10 minutes daily is perfect. Remember, consistency always beats intensity. Showing up kindly for yourself every day, even for just 5 minutes, is vastly more effective for your nervous system than doing one grueling session a week. Choose a quiet time. Jot down how you feel before and after in a journal. If you can, seek out a qualified instructor to guide you safely. But most importantly, be gentle with yourself. Some days it'll flow beautifully, some days it just won't. That is totally fine. It's part of the process. Show up for yourself anyway.
Now, we do need a gentle but firm reality check here. Tai Chi is a phenomenal, powerful, complementary tool, but it is not a substitute for specialized psychological, psychiatric, or medical treatment. The path to healing from trauma is multifaceted. It absolutely requires a team approach. Tai Chi is a wonderful ally, a way to support your body while professionals help support your mind. Take care of your body. Take care of your mind. You do not have to walk alone in this. Reaching out to specialized professionals, whether that's therapists, doctors, or psychiatrists, is a critical and incredibly brave step if you are experiencing intense suffering, anxiety, or intrusive memories.
And look, if you are in immediate distress right now, if you are in deep suffering or feel at risk, please dial 188. Based on the resources from our source text out of Brazil, this number connects you directly to life-saving help.
That number connects you to the CVV, the Centro de Valorização da Vida. They provide crisis support that is entirely free, completely confidential, and available 24 hours a day, every single day of the year. You can call 188 or visit cvv.org.br. Please remember, whenever things feel like they are just too much, there is always someone ready and willing to listen. So, we've seen how Tai Chi can bridge that terrible disconnect created by trauma, helping return us safely to our own bodies. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final thought. How will you invite gentleness into your healing process today? Whether it's taking just 5 minutes to breathe deeply, finding a professional to talk to, or simply forgiving yourself for having a hard day, take that first gentle step. Thank you so much for joining me. Keep learning, and please take care of yourselves.